beneath a heating stove, tunnel number 2's beneath a shower drain, and tunnel number 3's cleverly disguised as an indoor chimney base. But their luck didn't last. One day, the guard captain came into the barracks for coffee. As he walked past the stove, he noticed a small piece of flooring had been chipped away. He tapped the floor and heard an unusual hollow sound. He had found tunnel number 1. Once exposed, the guards blew up that entire barracks with explosives. To expand the compound, they cleared the surrounding trees, which inadvertently destroyed tunnel number 3's exit point as well. Now only tunnel number 2 remained intact. But as the tunnel grew longer, oxygen became scarce. Mike had a flash of inspiration. They collected empty powdered milk cans, punched out the tops and bottoms, and linked them together to create a ventilation pipe stretching over 300 feet. But they still needed an air pump. John suggested using 2 canvas kit bags to create a bellows system. By squeezing the bags, they could force air into the pipe. To keep the air from flowing backward, John fashioned a one-way valve from a leather disc. Problem solved. However, the tunnel was so narrow that larger men had trouble moving through it. To address this, they laid wooden rails and built a small trolley, using a pulley system to transport people deep into the tunnel. They even expanded a section in the middle of the tunnel to create a rest area that could hold 10 men at a time. Finally, they stole a 1,000-foot electrical cable and some light fixtures, tapping into the camp's power grid. With constant improvements, digging progressed rapidly. By January 1944, they were just 60 days away from their escape date. As the tunnel neared completion, Paul got to work forging documents to avoid raising suspicion. He not only aged the paper to look authentic, but also painstakingly replicated official handwriting with his brushes. The official stamps, however, had him stumped for a while. John soon figured it out. He peeled leather from a boot sole and spent 5 days meticulously carving it with a surgical blade until he'd created a stamp that was virtually indistinguishable from the real thing. But what about the passport photos? Mike instructed team members to steal guards' ID badges and keys, then use these as leverage against them. Since losing personal items meant severe punishment from the warden, the guards quickly caved and helped smuggle in a camera. Before long, 200 forged documents were ready. On the evening of March 24, 1944, the escape finally began. All 200 participants gathered in Barracks 104, the entrance to tunnel number 2. After receiving their fake papers, they waited in silence. Under Mike's direction, they entered the tunnel one by one, crawling through the long passage toward freedom. But the first man to emerge quickly realized a problem. The tunnel exit was too close to the camp. A guard tower loomed directly overhead. There was no turning back now. They could only inch forward under the cover of moonlight. One by one, they crawled out and vanished into the forest. During the transfer, however, a wooden board came loose inside the tunnel, causing a partial collapse. Rebuilding the damaged section cost them over 3 hours. At 4:45 a.m., dawn began to break. The 77th prisoner had just emerged from the tunnel when a patrolling guard spotted him. The guard rushed over with his rifle and the escape was officially blown. Several prisoners who had made it out were captured on the spot, while those still inside had no choice but to crawl back. Fortunately, the 76 who had escaped earlier had already disappeared into the dense forest. In the aftermath, guards launched a massive manhunt, and many escapees were recaptured. Mike, the mastermind behind it all, was not spared either. While boarding a train, guards discovered his forged papers, and he was executed on the spot.